Yeah, I feel different today because the subject I want to talk about, I want to talk about God. Now, for me, this power, I call it, I don't call it God. When I say word God, it's totally different than when I say Allah. Allah, it's like Allah, it goes within God. I feel it more when I say Allah. This is me. So I want to talk about Allah today. This great power. It's powerful. It's great. This beautiful power. Merciful power. I feel that this power is always with me. Always. Always. When I sleep, when I eat, when I drink, when I do whatever, Allah is always with me. And my heart is always telling me, are you always with God? Sometimes we feel that we are alone. But when you get closer to Allah, you don't feel loneliness at all. I'm talking about Allah in a way, like a way of life. When I call Him, He's there for me. When I want to talk about something, instead of going and talk about it with a friend or whoever, I would prefer to talk whatever I want to talk about with God. Allah is like no other. These are my feelings towards God. Something that I predict or something that I imagine that I'm feeling, it is there. And for me, it is the truth. I don't think I can do anything without the support of God, without the support of Allah. You know, when you call Him, He's always there. And if a person thinks that they can do things on their own, I don't know what I can say, but definitely they still don't know Allah. Because with the flu that we get, we feel helpless. We're helpless without Allah. And it's more being in love with Allah than fearing Allah, to me. And when I do something that I know that Allah likes it, it's because I want to please Allah, because it's out of love. It's not out of fear. Though it's good to think always, I think it's healthy to think that there is greater than us, giving this great, Allah is giving us the choice, giving us choices to choose and to help us with that choice. What I'm doing right now with people, like private sessions or this course, it's because of Allah. The free videos. I'm considering the relationship with Allah is the most important thing, because Allah is the source of everything. So when I do private session, and what I'm teaching is, before you start the session, I want you to understand that God, Allah, is the healer. You cannot heal anyone if you don't have this belief within you. And you take like one moment of silence to give thanks to Allah that He is the healer, and you pray for that person to get healed by Allah, not by me, not by you if you're gonna learn what I'm doing. The one and only healer is Allah. We are only here. I know some technicalities, and I'm practicing them on people, and they're working whenever I pray. The main thing and the source is Allah. The healing source is Allah. Imagine this great power. I can meet anytime. I can talk to anytime. And I can, whatever I want, to solve my problem or to cherish feelings. You feed your brain with information, and you fill your heart with nice emotions. The soul is the source of all this, and the source of the soul is Allah. I become stronger when He gives me strength. I become merciful when He shows me how to have mercy. When I get lost, He shows me the way. When I make mistakes, He leads me out of them, and He shows me the right way. He's always there. Each one of us would feel that there are specific times that you can talk to God, but actually you can talk to Him anytime. Anytime. I still remember when in the beginning of my teenage, there was a period where I felt that I'm extremely beautiful. And I still remember that my brother came to me one day and he told me, "Sis, you're so beautiful." And I lift my head up high and I told him, "Don't you know that I'm the most beautiful girl in the city I was living in at that time?" And then the disease came. It was a very simple thing and very easy to treat. There were like 3 doctors from 3 different nationalities. One is Swiss, the other, as far as I remember, British, and the third was from my country, from Saudi Arabia. And they're consultants, and they didn't know how to treat me. Each one of them gave me different medicine, and I was going through hell until I reached cortisone. I had to take cortisone, so I was completely changed. My looks, you wouldn't know me at that time. I became like a balloon. I had huge cheeks, another chin. The color of my skin became darker, and it began to dig into my bones. I couldn't see that well. I was ruined. Just to let me know that I'm the one who made you. I didn't appreciate that Allah gave all this to me. I mean, the beauty, health, name it. When I learned my lesson, someone came to me and told me that there is this doctor. I mean, he wasn't even a consultant. He treated my cough and he treated the allergy, which was all over my body. And I looked after my food and I was exercising and I became better just because I confessed and I confronted myself that all what I'm getting is only from Allah. Allah wanted to tell me it's something on the surface. It comes and goes. And what is important is the soul. What I want to say is Allah sometimes let us go through hard times to understand things, to discipline us to become better. And I became better. And from time to time, when I forget things, Allah reminds me with lots of love. This is how I feel. This is what I'm feeling. Whatever hard time I go through, I stop and I start questioning myself, what's going on. I don't believe in, they say that the universe, the word universe, they say that listen to your heart. The things I'm getting from this heart, it's not from my heart, it's from God. But I become silent, and in silence to a stage that I start to listen what Allah is telling me. When I have a question, when I need a hug, when I need care. Not always people are there for you, but Allah is always there for you. As much as Allah is great, as much as Allah is kind, I love Him. I love God so much. And I think it's a blessing when someone reaches the stage of being in love with Allah. It's a feeling of happiness, different way of happiness, feeling of safety and security. Whenever I feel that I have some kind of fear, I feel safe because God is with me. I know it within my heart that Allah is with me. Then I don't need anything else. Why would I care? Why would I need? Allah is the one and only that I need in my life to fulfill me, to make me feel better, to solve my problems, and to love me. With this love, I know that I will never be lonely. I will never be alone. Never.